Hey Internet, what's up? This is the Double Shockers Podcast, Ep.5. It's September 1st, 2016, and I'm your host, Greg Jones, and I'm joined by Peter K.
Hey, what's up, guys?
So, big news happened this week, especially today, concerning Nintendo. There was a Direct. But before we get into that, we're going to talk about what we've been playing and move on to, I guess, a bit of news. It'll be short, and then we'll kick on with topic of the show. So, what have you been playing, Pete?
Alright, so I recently picked up Odin Sphere again. The graphics are beautiful. I think they're hand-drawn? Is that right?
Yeah, it's George Kamitami. He's been their artist forever. All the Vanillaware games have the same signature art style. It's an incredible art style. You've picked up the remake, obviously. You're not playing the PS2 version.
Absolutely right, yeah. The remake on the PS4. I'm on book 2 right now, so I think there are 4 or 5 characters in the game in total. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
I just finished the first character, and now I'm on to the second character.
It's even better that you jumped in on this one, because the PS2 version that I own, the frame rates, it's bad. It's known for its bad frame rates. I don't think the PS2 could keep up with how beautiful that and gorgeous that game looks. So some boss battles, especially I remember the first boss battle at the end of Gwendolyn's story, 5 frames a second. You can't beat the boss. It's insanely hard.
And they actually released the game like that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, I'm used to slowdown on the PS2. On the great games, like Shadow of the Colossus, but it would stutter, but it would never get that bad. Odin Sphere was really bad at times. Like, it looked like a slideshow.
I've heard that dev units of consoles are a lot stronger than the actual consoles themselves. Maybe that's why. Maybe when they're developing these games, maybe more so back in the day, they had just a little bit of a stronger PS2, so the game for them wasn't that bad. And then once it actually released, it just went to the shitter.
I have no idea. I didn't even know that, if that's true or not.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Okay, did a lot of people pick up the game? Was it a flop because of that on the PS2?
No, they're very niche titles, but they still find an audience. They're not going to sell millions of copies, obviously, but people who like those games pick it up.
Right.
Vanillaware is known. Their games are known. They sell all right. Nothing crazy, but I mean, they keep making more games, so obviously they're making money.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I love their games anyway.
I pick up all the games that I can from Vanillaware. I love their art style.
Have you tried Dragon's Crown?
Yeah, of course.
That one was good.
That one was good. It was a bit too grindy for me.
I didn't finish it.
I can't.
Just because of that grind.
That's it.
Yeah.
I have other stuff to play. But how are you enjoying Odin Sphere?
I'm really liking it a lot. Yeah, no complaints at all. The pace of the game is just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, not much more to say.
It's keep playing it. It's really good. Anything else, Pete? Or
No, not really. It's been a slow. I don't know. Not too many games I'm very interested about right now.
Okay. I've been playing more Pokemon, Alpha Sapphire. Yeah, I'm trying to complete the Pokédex. It's longer than I thought.
Yeah,
but
good luck with that.
Yeah, I'm trying. So basically, I've been playing that. I've been getting to breeding Pokemon to get certain moves and certain natures. Not to be competitive, just for my own personal, just to be like, yeah, my Executor's awesome, you know?
Okay. Well, that's a very deep hole that you're getting into right now.
Oh, dude, Pokemon looks so bullshit on the outside, right? It looks like it's for kids. It's so deep. It's incredible. I love it.
So have you learned about the IVs, the EVs? Are you like really, really into it, or are you just scratching the surface right now?
Scratching the surface. I don't want to go too into like IVs and EVs. Oh man, if I get in that, you're never gonna see me again.
Well, you do like Pokemon to begin with.
I'm a Pokemon fanatic. I love that stuff. But that's what I've been playing. I just cannot wait for Sun and Moon. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. But
for sure.
It's oh my god.
Question.
Yes.
How far into the Pokédex are you?
I'm at almost 500.
Out of?
I think the total is 718. But I think that's with all the special legendaries that are events like Genosect and those guys that they just can't get. They don't even do those events where we live.
No, they don't. Or if they do, it's a very small time frame and we just miss it. Just because of work and school and life, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't find a place that does it. But, so completing the Pokedex is going to be real difficult.
Yeah, good luck with that.
All right, now we're gonna get into some news. Actually, whatever. It's not gonna be that much, but I just want to talk about a certain expansion that got announced today. It's Ark Survival Evolved. They're bringing out an expansion. It's called Scorched Earth. I don't know how big of an expansion it's gonna be. I think it was $20 they're gonna ask, $25, $30.
Yeah, it's like around the price of the actual game.
Oh wow, okay. And you corrected me on this. I thought the Ark was still... No, I thought it was out of early access, and you said it was still in early access.
I thought it was, yeah.
And you're right, it still is in early access.
It is, eh?
So the game's still in early access, but they announced an expansion.
There's already an expansion.
Okay.
I don't understand that.
It's very popular.
Yeah.
People like the game.
For sure. It's strange, though. This DLC that you're coming out with, right? Or this expansion. Was it always supposed to be an expansion? Or was it part of the game? And then because it just blew up so much, they're like, you know what? Here's a little bit more money for us. Expansion.
I don't know, but the thing is, they're bringing you to the desert, right? Which the main game, you're on a tropical island. You're not in a desert. So
no, you're not
in a desert. They say new desert mechanics in the trailer. I don't know what that means. I think you're supposed to find water and stuff.
What does that mean, though? Okay, so it's still in early access. The game isn't done yet. I know they have, okay, look, new expansion, new what? New mechanics in the game. The game's not done yet. Are they saying that without this expansion, what we're seeing now in this early access game is it? That's it? That's all?
I don't know, but in terms of content, the game's pretty content complete, I'd say. Like, there's a lot of stuff to do in the game. It's
Sure.
not a bare bones game by any means, even though it's still in early access. I mean, it doesn't mean much at this point. The game's huge.
What are they working on, though, right now? Why is it still in early access?
Okay, well, I know that they're making a build for the PlayStation. I believe the Xbox One version's out already.
The complete game?
Well, whatever they have up to now, and that they're making the Sony version, and apparently that got delayed because they're trying to get it to run buttery smooth on the console. Because, for God's sakes, no one can run this game perfectly. At least for a long. I don't know if people can now. I personally haven't played the game. I'm very interested in trying to play. And with the new 1070 I just bought, hopefully I'll be able to run the game. Because, wow, I'm hearing people with monster cards getting 30 frames a second.
Well,
ridiculous.
My rig isn't that bad. It's a little old, but whatever. It can still play whatever I throw at it. There was a weekend where Ark was free to try it out. So I downloaded it. I'm all excited. I tried to boot it up. Kept on crashing. So you're right. You do need some sort of monstrous rig to play the game. Ridiculous.
Yeah, the game's pretty. Don't get me wrong, but it's not 1080 pretty that you need a 1080 to run it. You know, I think it's just optimization was a bit.
I think you're right. Off. I think they're just missing some, and maybe that's why it's still in early access. Sorry, just because it needs that little, those little fine tunings.
I'm really hyped to play it though. It seems like I'd really enjoy it.
Now, is there a story to this game, or is it just going to be open world, do whatever you want, kind of like Minecraft?
I don't know if there's a story per se, but I don't know. You wake up stranded and you got this weird stone in your arm, in your wrist. I don't know if it develops further than that, if you actually find out at the end what happens. But I don't think story is a heavy part of the game. I think it's mostly like survival mechanics, taming monsters, taming dinosaurs, and apparently you can like tame everything.
Yeah, I've seen gameplay where not only can you tame everything, you can actually become the monsters themselves.
Like the dinosaurs and stuff. I saw the same trailer. It looked so cool. That's really awesome that you can play anything.
There are a lot of mechanics to the game to begin with.
Yeah.
So I'm just really excited on what direction they're going now with this new expansion.
Yeah.
And I also want to see what other expansions they might come up with, because from what we see, this expansion is a little bit more advanced. Like the society has advanced a little bit, or you could advance it more.
Okay, I have no idea.
Like the architecture. I think
Okay.
you saw some.
Well, it looked deserty, I guess.
Yeah, but there was like a Colosseum like architecture. There was a little bit of like an Aztec temple type thing. Yeah. So it just looks a little more advanced.
Are you planning on picking it up?
Oh, for sure. Assuming my rig could play it, assuming that they optimize it or I figure out a way to tweak my PC, yeah.
The thing is, I was waiting for the Sony version, but I might as well get it on PC now. I bought a 1070.
Do you think that it's being delayed? Not delayed, but do you think it's stuck in early access because the PS4 version's not done yet?
I don't. It's a good question, but I don't think Sony has that much pull, right? Because it's out on the Xbox, so.
Right.
I don't know. I find that weird. Like, I don't know, but I think it looks awesome. It's a bit weird that it's an expansion early access game, but whatever. This game it's got a lot of stuff.
Weirder things have happened.
Yeah. So. And I'll probably be picking it up.
Well, there's multiplayer support too, right?
Yeah,
in the game, which
of
is
course.
It just makes it so much more sweet.
Playing with your friends would be awesome. Playing with a bunch of random assholes on the net that kill you and take your shit.
Yeah.
Probably not as fun, but with buddies, this could be really fun. Yeah. You can also play solo. I think you can start your own server.
Yeah, you can start your own server, and you can invite people as you want.
That's it.
You know, if you can play solo for a while in your world, you can build up whatever you want, unless you start getting bored.
Invite your friends.
Yeah.
Oh, badass. Nice. All right, so Pete, we're gonna go on to topic of the show, and the topic of the show is Nintendo Direct. Nintendo had a Direct today, September 1st, and they talked about the 3DS. It was structured around the 3DS. A lot of crazy news, a lot of game announcements, a lot of good stuff actually. A pretty good Direct all around. So we're gonna get into it with more Pokemon news.
Yes.
All right. So this is awesome. Also a bit weird, but let me explain. So they showed off a new Alola form of Rattata, which is just a basic staple, one of the original Pokemon. Very basic Pokemon. And they put a new twist on him. From normal, he's becoming normal dark, or dark normal. What did you think about this?
I thought it was super cool. I like the way he looks. It's not too radical of a change. It doesn't look too different.
It's got a stash.
Yes. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
The color swapped a bit. It's more dark.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see Eradicate. How badass is that thing gonna look as like a dark normal type?
I know. Because it looks badass normally.
Yeah. I can't wait. I also like the fact that they actually they described or they explained how this change came to be.
That was hilarious. I didn't expect that. I was really surprised. I was like, wow, they put some thought into this.
Yeah, of course. Now, are they going to explain it in the game too? Or is it just some sort of stunt that Nintendo's pulling?
I think it's going to be a nice, juicy text in the Pokedex.
Oh, I hope so. Do you think that these forms are gonna be an added, like a new entry into the Pokedex, or an extension of the Pokemon itself in the Pokedex?
Okay, so since these are not brand new Pokemon from the ground up, it is an adaptation of an existing species. I don't think it's gonna take up a different slot, because think about it. If it takes up a different slot, what are we gonna get to, like 2,000 Pokemon real quick?
So maybe just like a little tab.
I'm guessing
something like that. Yeah.
They have to, because man, that number's gonna go up real quick, and I think we're like over 700 already.
I'm thinking the Pokedex is gonna have a massive, just like a redo. It's gonna look totally different this time.
Well, the Pokedex is apparently a Rotom.
Yeah.
Which is the Pokemon.
Yeah.
And it could speak English to you.
That's crazy.
It's a big change. This game's making a lot of changes. But I want to ask you, let's say that the new Alola form Rattata, as we've seen in the Direct, that's the only Rattata on the island, we're presuming. What if I wanted to get a regular Rattata? How would I go about that? Do I have to trade? Or is it going to be on the island?
Well, we're assuming now that the island is the only playable part of the game. I'm hoping that you can get off the islands and go somewhere else. And if that's the case, maybe that's where we'll be seeing Pokemon that do not have these adaptive changes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm guessing. So I'm guessing, on the island, all you can find are these Alola forms of the Pokemon.
Okay.
All right, and then once you beat all those 4, what are they called?
Kahunas.
Yeah. Once you beat those guys, and maybe you get off the island, then you'll start to see Pokemon that do not have these adaptive changes.
Yeah. It would be cool if I could get a Vulpix that's a regular Vulpix.
Well, for sure.
After a while, I don't know if they're gonna do it, but it'd be nice.
They might not do it. Maybe they'll have. Maybe you will be able to transfer them, like a trade from X and Y.
That's what I'm thinking. Or Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire.
There you go. Yeah. Or the Pokebank.
The Pokebank, yeah.
Assuming you have one.
Yeah. So continuing on that, Munchlax. Now, this is a pre-order bonus. If you pre-order the game, they give you a Munchlax, and that Munchlax is holding a Snorlium Z stone. Now, I thought this was a Mega Evolution at first, but it isn't. It's basically some Pokemon will have a unique Z move that's just to them, and if you pre-order, you're gonna get this Snorlax, who's gonna be able to use this Z move, and it looks awesome. What was it called? Something. It had a crazy cool name.
Oh yeah. There's like a
pulverizing pancake.
Yes, I think that's what it was.
Awesome. It's shitty that it has to be a pre-order because I usually don't pre-order stuff. But I mean, you got me, Nintendo. You got me.
I think it looks so cool. I think it's hilarious the way they actually like that montage that they showed in the Nintendo Direct. How they showed Gen 1. Snorlax is just there sleeping. They showed some other games where the thing is just like on a bridge, doesn't give a shit about what anyone's doing.
Passed out.
It's not moving.
Nope.
And then when you use Snorlium Z,
yeah,
it goes bananas.
Goes Super Saiyan.
It starts running. It jumps in the air like a
Olympic gymnast.
Yes. And it just slams the guy.
I like it. It was like 20 years of being a fat shit. Now he gets up, schools people. Ooh, I like that.
Powerhouse.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. And I know Snorlax is one of your favorite Pokemon.
Yes.
So when you saw that, you must have been going crazy.
I love me some Snorlax.
You probably lost it.
I did. I'm actually happy. I thought I really wanted a Mega Evolution for Snorlax, but now I don't. I'm just, the Pokemon's so perfect. I'm glad they give him like a special Z move. Like, he got some love. It's a pre-order bonus, but I mean, at least he got some love. Because, what are you going to do? How are you going to make a Mega Evolution? There's a few cool concepts around the net where he's like a bodybuilder, but whatever.
You'd be surprised. I'm sure one of these days they'll have some sort of Mega Evolution, and you'll be excited.
Probably, but I'm really glad they're showing him some love after like 20 years. Also, who else? The Alola form of Raichu on his like surfboard as a tail.
Yeah.
He showed. They showed that he has a signature Z move as well, and that looks awesome too.
That one I was very excited about.
Yeah.
Because he actually used that tail surfboard thing.
Yeah. And
just the animation of it, right? It looks like one of those. What are they called, man? Those summons in Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
I don't want to like say it looks like that.
No, but it's an event. Yeah, it's almost like a cinematic.
But yeah, it's a cinematic. We don't see that in Pokemon ever.
No, the thing is like, from these moves to like just the animation in general, like every single time they release another snippet of video, just looking at the Rattata, the way it was like scanning the environment, it looks like the animations are.
The game had a huge overhaul. The game looks amazing. I'm guaranteed it plays differently. It's playing more like an RPG. You can see that with the side quests that we see. That one that we saw in the trailer.
Yeah, that leaked video.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's official by now, but where he was picking up Pokemon, throwing them back in the ocean for money.
Yeah.
Little side quests like that. If those are like sprinkled all over the game, I mean, it makes it more RPG in general, which I think is fantastic.
Yeah, there's more lore to the game now with these Alola forms, how they came to be.
It's true.
It's just more detailed, I'm liking what I see so far.
There's so much untapped potential and lore in the Pokemon series. They can make games forever at this point. It's awesome.
About the Z moves,
yeah.
do you think they're going to be overpowered? One shot hit, one shot KO?
I don't know. I hope not.
Because from the trailers that we saw, they were a one hit KO.
You know what? I think not, but I think they are going to be.
You think so?
Because you won't be able to use them all the time. I'm sure there's going to be some crazy restrictions on it, right? Because think about it. If your water type hits a fire type with a hydro pump or even a water gun, it's going down no matter what. Almost. A super effective hit. And those are just normal moves. These Z moves are off the charts, as we've seen, supposedly. So I think it's an instant KO at this point. It looks like it, but
instant KO when you're talking about type advantage. What about like a disadvantage? What if you're a fire type going up against water? You use some Z Fire Blast special move.
I guess it's all going to be...
You think it'll hit well? Maybe it'll ignore the stat...
I don't know, but there's going to be some math going on in the background to...
That's for sure.
Because right now we got EVs, IVs, natures, items the Pokemon's wearing.
This game is too complex.
Oh, it's getting real deep, real fast.
My 10-year-old self's head would spin.
Yeah. Me too. All right, let's move on. So, Nintendo announced 4 new Zelda amiibos that are apparently gonna do some special stuff in the brand new Zelda Breath of the Wild. And they showed them off. We saw an 8-bit Zelda, which was hilarious. An Ocarina of Time.
8-bit Link.
Link, excuse me. Zelda. And there was another one as well.
There was Toon Link, Toon Zelda, both from Wind Waker.
Okay.
There was Link from Ocarina of Time playing his Ocarina.
That one was cool.
That looked awesome. And then there was, like you said before, the
8-bit.
The 8-bit Link.
Yeah, that was pretty cool too.
I like that one a lot.
What do you think about these new amiibos? I mean, it looks like they're still going on strong, I guess, at this point.
People are going crazy with the amiibos. Nintendo never really had a much of like a toy drive, did they? Where they were selling their little figurines. They always had them, but there was no push for them.
But that's it. I feel like amiibos went crazy, where people were killing each other at like Walmart, and then no one gave a shit. And now it seems like they're trying to reinvigorate that drive, that lust for amiibos.
Well, when people were going crazy for them, I think that was around the time that Super Smash Brothers came out. So you would buy these amiibos, throw them on your little controller thing, it would scan it, and you were able to play as that character. Or rather, there would be a CPU that would play as that character, and it would grow with you. Like you would train it in a way.
Like an AI.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And so there was a kind of like a drive there too, because you would train the character and it would grow with you, and it wasn't just a physical aspect of owning it, it was also the virtual aspect of you're playing the game and it's there with you. So then there was that.
Let me ask.
Yeah.
That AI little amiibo, let's say you had the Charizard,
sure,
and you were training a Charizard. Can you take that Charizard amiibo, bring it to your buddy's house, put that Charizard in the game, so it goes in the game, and then it kicks your buddy's ass?
Of course.
That's awesome.
Look, it was super cool, and that's what drove the amiibos.
Okay.
You know? And then, okay, after a couple months, you know, Smash Bros. Got old. People still played, but not as much. So the amiibo drive kind of went down. Now, we have this new Zelda game, and they already showed off getting the Twilight Princess, that Link Wolf.
Yeah.
Right? You slap it on whatever they have that's going to scan it. For the NX, I don't know what it's going to be.
NX.
And you would get, basically, a little follower, a little Link Wolf that would follow you around like a companion. What does it do? We don't know yet.
Okay.
So, with that same respect, these 4 new amiibos are going to somehow tie into the game.
Okay.
How? We don't know yet.
Well, look, I guess it's intelligent. If you're going to tie it to anything, you tie it to the new Zelda.
Yeah.
Right. So I guess it'll push.
Well, that goes to show that they're expecting, or they're putting all their marbles in one bag.
Eggs in a basket.
Yeah, if that's what you
Marbles
say.
in a bag. Whatever.
Yeah, with this new Zelda game, they're expecting it to push hardcore.
Well, yeah, I guess so. Continuing on this trend of amiibos, Yoshi's Woolly World is coming to 3DS.
Yeah.
I don't care much for the game personally, but I guess some people like it. But the one thing I took from that video, Pete, was Poochie. More specifically, the Poochie amiibo. God damn, that is the cutest amiibo I've ever seen. I must have it.
Are you picking up the game just for that amiibo?
What do you mean? I just want the amiibo.
I don't think you can just get it like that. I think you have to buy the game.
Don't do this to me, Nintendo.
So what you can do, Greg, is maybe
I'm not buying the game, but I will get that amiibo.
You could buy me an early birthday present and just keep the amiibo. It's up to you.
Deal, Pete. Big deal.
So you don't like any of those Yoshi games?
No.
Or you don't like the Woolly World ones? Because we had Yoshi's Story back on the SNES.
Yoshi's Story. Wasn't it 64? Which
They
one was
had
the one
the
on
game
the 64?
on the N64 as well. So they had two of them. They had one on the SNES, one on the 64.
Okay. I played the one on the Super Nintendo. The one with the Baby Mario.
Yeah.
It was alright. Baby
Okay.
Mario annoyed the shit out of me, but I mean, it was a pretty good game. And the one on N64 I never owned. I just used to rent it multiple times. I never finished it. It was alright,
Yeah.
but
So you like those ones, you just don't like the Woolly World ones.
no.
Okay. Have you played the Woolly World?
No.
No.
Just doesn't interest me.
Okay.
Then Kirby's Woolly World, then we're gonna have like Mario's woolly ass, Peach's woolly dress. It's gonna be terrible.
Well, I mean, people are buying it, so it must be doing well.
I guess so. There's nothing else to buy
There's
on that
too.
console. But I mean, back to the Poochie amiibo. Wow. I need it. It's amazing. It looks so amazing.
Too much.
Oh my god, ridiculous.
Okay.
Okay, so more things got announced. Super Mario Maker 3DS. What are you thinking about this? I know Super Mario Maker on the Wii U was, I guess, that game's flagship title almost at this point. It sold a shit ton. It was really good.
And rightfully so. It was a very fun game. Very good game. Did you play it at all?
A little bit.
A little bit? Okay.
You have it, no?
Yeah, I have it.
Did you make any levels?
I made like 2 or 3 levels.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a fun game. The only gripe I have, and I'm sure the gripe that I have is like only a minority of people that have this gripe.
Okay.
The physics in the game, the way Mario moves around, is consistent in between each Mario.
Generation?
Yes.
So what are we saying?
So when you're building a level in like Mario 1, right?
Yeah.
Whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And then let's say you
8-bit
make
Mario.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Exactly. And then let's say you make the Super Mario World
Yeah.
game, right?
16-bit.
Of course, yeah. So you make a map on that. In theory, these two games shouldn't work the same. The speed that Mario is going at should not be the same. The way they jump, they shouldn't jump as high.
It's true. Yeah.
It just feels it shouldn't feel the same. It should feel different with each generation of Mario. They streamlined it and they made it all the same. It threw me off a bit.
Wow.
Like I noticed it. I was playing some Super Mario World games, some custom games that people were publishing online, and without even knowing that they did this, I picked up on it right away. Just because Super Mario World is like one of my favorite games, and I constantly play it even till today.
Yeah.
That's my only gripe.
Wow, that's a pretty big deal.
To me, it was.
Yeah.
But apparently to others, it's like whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they're not as hardcore as you.
I guess not.
Fuck. But all right, so that's coming to the 3DS. Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse is coming out as well. I picked up Shin Megami Tensei 4 because I'm a big Megaton fan. I found it to be pretty. I don't know, one of the weaker games in the franchise. Having played the other ones like Nocturne,
I have to
Digital Devil
disagree.
Saga, Persona.
Okay.
So I played for 20 hours. Then I traded it in. I thought it was pretty weak compared to the other ones. This is your first Shin Megami Tensei game.
So I think this is the best Shin Megami Tensei game ever released because it's the only one I've ever played.
Aha.
Yeah. I think you told me about it. Did you?
Probably.
I think you did. Anyways, I picked it up, and number one, super confused. Don't know what's going on,
Yeah.
but I love it.
Yeah.
It's so cool. For anyone that doesn't know me, I'm kind of like a gamer that has been living under a rock for the past 20 years. All I know is Nintendo. So to pick up this game,
Welcome to the light.
so to pick this game up, just it was just too much. It was so different. You're catching, or you're like trying to convince these demons,
Persuade
yeah, these demons to join you.
Yeah.
To do, I don't even know what you're supposed to do in the game. I don't know what's going on.
It's like, I always found it to be a way more mature Pokemon style. You're gathering these demons, you confuse them to make bigger demons.
It's very chaotic though.
Yeah, it's very dark.
Yeah.
It's always been dark. It's about demons and the end of the world and stuff like that.
Do all the games tie into each other? Is that why I'm so confused?
They don't tie into each other, but they have very similar themes. And there's a lot of demons that are in all the games, like staples. Like, you know how there'll be a Pikachu in every Pokemon.
Right.
There'll be like a Jack Frost.
Okay. Yeah.
They're staples.
And these demons that are all staples, I mean, they all play the same way in every game.
You could say they have, from what I've played and remember, they have the same like move lists almost. Like they'll learn the ice type moves, which I forget at this point, Bufu or something, and they'll they'll learn those in every game. But it's way different, and I think the more you play it, the more you'll like it. But I'm interested in Apocalypse because I don't really know if this is a remake or a second part of 4. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but I don't find they're marketing it very well because it's for Apocalypse. Did you catch anything? They're just adding content because there's a lot of new characters and even the locations look different to me in the trailers. I don't know.
I thought it's supposed to be a sequel. I think because I didn't beat Shin Megami Tensei 4.
Yeah.
Right? But from what I understand, you're either trying to bring about another apocalypse at the end of the game or save the world from the apocalypse. Okay. So maybe in the second one, you brought about the apocalypse and now deal with it.
You're playing the story, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to read up on it because I'm not too sure.
Well, in the Nintendo Direct, they're saying that you didn't have to play Shin Megami Tensei 4 to pick this one up.
Apparently, you could jump in,
which is very strange.
I found the characters weak in 4, to be honest. I don't know. I didn't like their designs too much. I think they were kind of flat.
What about the story?
Personally,
did you find the story was meh?
It was alright.
It was alright.
From what I played, but it was it was cool coming down from the cloud city, whatever, and then you see Tokyo is completely destroyed. You're like, this is the real world,
Mm-hmm.
But I liked it. I'm gonna wait for the reviews on Apocalypse. It looks interesting to me, but whatever. We'll see more when it comes out. New Pikmin.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
Pretty crazy.
Pretty cool. Pretty crazy. It's a side scroller.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Strange, to say the least. So we watched the trailer together.
Yeah. What
did you think about the art style? What did you think about...
I thought the art style stayed pretty true to what it is. I mean, it didn't look vastly different from, like... Obviously, the Wii U version looks much nicer, but the aesthetic, the artistic vision looks the same. Looks consistent. It's a side-scroller. We saw a few Pikmin. Red, blue, green.
Red, blue, yellow.
Red, blue, yellow.
Yeah.
That's right.
And I think the story also stays true, where we're seeing what's his name, Zolomon.
Who?
The main character.
Olimar.
Olimar.
Yeah,
What's Olimar?
Lord of the Rings.
Right.
No, I don't know.
So yeah, we see Olimar collecting his Pikmin, right? Gathering them and then collecting parts from his ship.
Yeah, isn't that in all of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we can assume that it's like the same story.
Yeah.
You crash landed on some planet, and you want to hightail out of there as fast as you can.
I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with the stylus. Maybe take the stylus to like throw the Pikmin at enemies. Kind of like, I don't know if you played Kirby's Mass Attack on the DS.
Yes.
When you were playing like 10 Kirbys at the same time. Pretty cool game. And I like what they did with the stylus, where you hold the Kirbys and you swing them. You fling them across the screen. That'd be cool if they did it for this Pikmin.
Well, did you play the one on the Wii U? I take it you didn't. Because on the Wii U, I think you were able to use your stylus and...
I never played. I saw you play.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't get too far into it.
You were in that like centipede boss.
Yeah. So I think you were able to do that with the stylus on the Wii U. So I'm guessing they're just translating that into the 3DS.
I mean, it fits.
It fits big time, and I'm actually really happy that they're giving the 3DS this much love this time around.
You know, you say that, but what else are they gonna give love to? The Wii U it's dead. It's over.
That's very true.
No one cares.
It's pretty sad to say, but
yeah, their moneymaker has always been the 3DS. Like, the Wii was incredible. It was a phenomenon. People bought into it, but the Wii U, disaster. It's
you could always count on Nintendo for their handheld.
Yeah, again, I don't want to go off on a tangent, but that's why the NX is so promising. That we've heard that it could be like an uber powerful handheld. That's amazing, but whatever.
Yeah, we'll see.
What else is worth mentioning? Mario Sports Superstars.
I think this game is super important for handheld for the 3DS.
I like what I saw. Personally.
Yeah. So we saw what? We saw a couple of different games.
There's five sports.
Yeah, 5 sports.
Apparently, pretty full-fledged games. Single-player tournament, not story mode, but I guess just a single player, and online, local or.
So it's basically taking, what's it called? Mario Tennis that was on the Wii U. Let's say it's taking all these fully fledged games, like you said, and condensing them all into one cart. How impressive is that?
It's pretty impressive, especially they're all going to have single player and online components.
Yeah.
And even the soccer was going to be 11 on 11 because Super Mario Strikers and Charged and all that stuff, I think it was, I want to say 4 5 on 5 or something. It wasn't 11 on 11.
No.
So this is more full-fledged soccer, which is awesome. And they showed off baseball, tennis, golf, and horseback.
That's new.
Yeah, I kind of died inside a bit. I started laughing when I saw a Boo on a horse.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Just so weird. It's just it's so weird.
But I'm really liking what they did here because it's so accessible to everyone, right?
Yeah.
It's not just for one type of gamer.
And Mario Golf. It's like, who doesn't like Mario Golf or Mario Tennis? They're always just great games.
Yeah, Mario Tennis I love.
Yeah.
The one on the Nintendo 64 is my favorite.
Have they ever made a baseball game? Or is this the first time Mario's playing baseball? I can't remember.
I couldn't say. I have no idea.
Because golf, all the time. Tennis.
Right.
Soccer, yeah. Charged.
Yeah. But baseball, I know baseball is like an American staple.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's big in Japan too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it actually is.
So you know what? They might have had it before.
Maybe.
Who knows? But horseback is new. It's kind of strange.
Yeah. Watch it be good.
Yeah. Who knows?
It's, I don't know. We'll see. What else we got here? A new game was announced. Well, I mean, one that we find interesting. Ever Oasis. Apparently, this is from the dude who made the Mana series.
Yeah.
So he knows his way around an RPG.
They had announced it though back in another Nintendo Direct. I don't know if you remember.
No, I don't.
Yeah, they gave like a small snippet, but it wasn't anything important. It wasn't like they didn't show much.
Okay, because here we got like
full
gameplay.
Lot. Yeah.
So, from what I understand, it's a action RPG with maybe city management mechanics inside. I don't know. From what I understood is you go outside to the desert, you get like resources and stuff, fight enemies, with your parties, and then come back to town and expand your town.
That's right.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool concept.
I like so it's an RPG-ish.
Action RPG.
Action RPG.
I saw the combat looked real time.
Yeah, you have so basically it's like this water spirit that gives you the ability to create an oasis in this desert.
That's it.
And so everyone, I guess, because at night or even in the morning, I guess, this desert is just crazy. There's like an evil entity called Chaos.
Yeah.
Right? That's in the game. And so every once in a while, you're going to start getting people into your town.
Yeah.
The bigger it is, I guess, the more people start coming. And they're able to build, like you said.
More settlements, more merchants.
Yeah.
Some will join you.
I like the dungeon aspect of the game. I like how the dungeons, they seem very Zelda-ish in the sense that there are puzzles.
Yeah.
Right?
But you need to bring the right dude
that's
to complete
right.
that. Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
I think there was one guy that had some sort of special staff.
Yeah.
Waved it around and something happened, right? Like these stairs just appeared. So yeah, man, it looks like a very cool, very tight game.
We'll see. Because the guy who's directing it he's the director of the Mana series. He should know how to make an RPG. Those are pretty good games too. All right, so a bit of bad news here, actually. Dragon Quest VIII, Journey of the Cursed King, delayed.
No.
Yeah, but it gets better. But this one's been delayed till 2017. They didn't really give a date, so I don't know when. But I think this was done on purpose, actually, because Dragon Quest VII is coming out the 16th of September, so 16 days. And that game's massive.
Yeah.
It's going to take people forever to beat. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait to pick it up. But having two giant mammoth Dragon Quest games right next to the other is not a very good...
Yeah, I think they saw that. I also think that maybe they just didn't finish translating the game.
Which is weird because apparently Dragon Quest VII is the hardest one to translate. Like, apparently it's...
And so, well, look, it's also like 7 first and then 8, right?
I guess. But I don't know if Nintendo thinks that way. It was just...
They're kind of wacky.
Are you going to pick it up?
Yeah, I have never played a Dragon Quest game because I've lived under a rock all my life.
Oh my god.
So this is going to be the first one, and hopefully, I'll fall in love.
I hope so too. The Dragon Quest series is so awesome. It's ridiculous.
Well, I love Dragon Ball Z, and I think it's the same guy that
drew me.
Yeah.
Kira Toriyama?
That's right.
He did the art style. It's hilarious.
Like, I saw some of that. I saw Dragon Quest, and I'm like,
yeah.
Craig, that looks like Dragon Ball Z.
Is that Goku? All right. Last bit of news here. They announced the new 3DS XL Galaxy, which is like this cool purple one. Kind of looks like you're looking into space. I think it looks awesome. I kind of want to trade in my 3DS for this because I have the regular 3DS, the smaller one.
The boring one.
But mine's is also purple, which is awesome because I love the purple ones. But this one looks awesome. $200 here in Canada.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
200 and you get a game, I think. It doesn't come just like that.
Do you?
I think so. But you don't get a charger? Since when was that a thing? Since when was shipping a console without a handheld without a charger a thing?
Battery's not included.
Yeah, but
no, I know what you mean. I don't know. You mentioned that to me. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, man. It's like on the box art. And not only that, dude. Okay.
That's weird. I don't know. That's just too weird.
Let's go back in time, all right? Or rather, let's just say we're 10, right? And we're asking our parents for a 3DS, and they pick one up for us, but without a charger, because they don't know any better. What? I'm gonna play the game for like 5-6 hours, and then boop, that's it.
Then start the tears.
Yeah. It makes no sense to me.
But I don't understand. This is so weird. I'm guessing I don't understand their train of thought here because are they presuming that everyone who's gonna buy this new 3DS has an older 3DS and the chargers are just universal?
You're assuming that the chargers. Okay, if the chargers, if they're not universal, I'm gonna have a shit fit.
What is this, Apple?
Yeah. Nintendo has gone the way of Apple, guys. It's over. Close the doors.
Might as well. Holy shit.
Fucking Reggie.
Reggie.
It's all his fault.
Probably. All right. Anything else to add, Pete?
You know, I think that's it, man. I think we're good.
All right. So this has been the Double Shockers podcast episode 5. And we're signing off. We'll catch you later.
Ciao, guys.